is that you need to pick a side of the rubber to go from. If I'm a righty, I'm just going to go a little theory on you. I'm not theory, I'm going to go a little savvy on you. If I'm a righty, what side of the rubber do I want to be on? I want to be on the right side. Now, most times, if I'm talking to our league is that we see a lot of right-handed batters from him, okay? So, if I'm standing here and I'm in the right-handed batter's box, and I'm going to take the ball, do I see the ball later or earlier if he's from the right side? I see the ball later, okay? If he throws the left side, because I haven't got one of my little butterfly people in Norris to believe me on this one. If he goes from this and he lifts, see how much quicker and longer I see the ball from a right-handed hitter? Okay? So that's what I'm saying is that if you're a right-hander, you want to, especially when you're younger, start on the right-handed side of the rubber. Now, when you get older and, you maybe want to switch it up right here, even as a left-handed batter, I'm just telling you, guys get behind real quick. Even as a left-handed batter, go ahead. I cannot see the ball until now, okay? Go ahead on the left-hand side. I'll tell you what, there I can see it, all right? It's about maybe a fractions of seconds, but when we're talking about hitting, that makes a big difference. Okay, so if you're a righty, get on the right-handed spot of the rubber. And if you're a lefty, get on the left-handed spot of the rubber, okay? I'm going to take you through, we're going to go through wind-up and stretch. We'll go through stretch first, okay? There's only two things I'm really stressing pitching. One is balance position, and one is throwing position. Everything else is flair. It's your guys' swag. Whatever you want to call it, however you want to look, because I can pick you up, do it, all right? There's only two things I'm very relevant on. This is balance position. So we'll go from the stretch here. And Trey and Peyton both have, I'll bring you Peyton in a minute. He's going to come set. Now, this is the way we teach. We teach hands here no higher than your chest, okay? Okay, that is what we teach. We don't put our hands, we don't roll our hands above our head, although sometimes you guys might want to do that. But we teach, he sets his hands lower, which is fine. All right, so we're set here. The second thing is lift. The lift right here comes, and this is where you should say, you should be able to pose for Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue for this, man. You should be able to hold this forever, okay? You should be able to hold this forever. All right, back down. Anytime he comes to his set position, or he comes to his balance position, he should be able to hold this, all right? What I want you to know is when you're a pitcher, you're going to take that nail, you're going to hammer to the the button on your hat, straight down through and that nail is not going to bend, okay? Does that make sense? Until you release the ball. Because if the nail bends, then your body is, for example, if I went right here, my body's what? Off balance, right? Is my arm going to catch up to my body? No. If I go here, my body's bent, right? You're always going to keep this straight, all right? So he's going to get to his lift. This is balance position, and he should be able to hold this all the time. All right, his knee does not lift higher. You can lift a little bit higher, but what I'm going to tell you, you do not want to turn this in because what did I do? Lost my balance, right? Does it make sense for me to call this balance position if I lose my balance? Can you turn it in a little bit for his flag? Yeah. You lift a little bit higher? Yeah. You get these guys to do this stuff, it's not going to work, all right? So he lifts, he's straight square guy, right? He lifts, and this is balance position. Now, when we go to delivery, this is where everything gets messed up in pitching. This is where, from here, everything coming out is where I throw a ball or strike, okay? He's going to reach with his front toe right here, and he's going to get into this position right here, which we just were in over here, right? Does that make sense why we do it then? Okay. Goes back up, lifts, reaches with his left toe, right. He gets to his throwing position right here. Right here is from where we release him. This ball, he's got his mark on here, and he's going to be pulling the glove to the chest just like we talked about, and he's going to finish down. All right? Let me go here a little bit. The thing that we don't want to do is we do not want to, so this is just for a stretch, we do not want to take this big turn in here. These are things we don't want to do, all right? We don't want to take this big turn in here. I lost sight of my target, right? We want to get this balance position here, okay? This goes down, and I reach with my toe. I'm going to land on my heel, But what some pitchers do is that they go and they lock their front leg up and they hit like this, okay? Does that make sense? It's not a good deal doing that, right? So lift, balance position, reach with my toe, get into throwing position. Now this is something I maybe want to make sure Coach Cooper has understand. My backside throws against my front side, and the two things, this right here is where I get my power. Same as when I teach hitting next. Same thing. This leg drives into this leg. This leg is like the bumper for it. Does that make sense? It absorbs all this backside energy. All right? So here, it puts down, and this leg, boom, absorbs all this leg. All right? Does that make sense? All right. Anything else on that? All right, let's go with the partner. And this is what I really, really want to see. All I really, really want to see, we don't have to throw the crap out of it. You just spread out here, and then I'm going to work with your mechanics individually one-on-one. We're going to come set here, all right, and we're going to lift. I'm going to make sure we lift here. We should be able to hold it, right? All right, and then I want to get the throwing position, all right? So this is the 2 steps you need to see. Here, lift, throwing position, throwing position, get to your guy, all right? So, we're going to lift, get the throwing position, get to your guy. All right, anybody have any questions? No.